good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
They run behind center with Spiller.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love.
Spiller trying to get loose. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Down inside the 10.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is third and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Chiefs at 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Textbook zebra coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Herbert.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dumps it off for Spiller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Herbert now. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run for it with Spiller. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Open man right side is Rice.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert back to the air.
That's complete to Palmer.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Herbert operating from the red zone.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert throwing again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Herbert on third down now. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown.
Juwan Johnson
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flushed out right.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
It got his man complete.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They go play fake. Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. There's a nice move.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the hand.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Mahomes going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He gets this one complete to Rice.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They'll run with Pacheco.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now a run with Pacheco.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. This is Pacheco.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
105 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try for the 1st with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. They'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
And Allen's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Herbert. And this will be caught. It's Johnson for the Charger touchdown. Juwan Johnson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 41 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the...
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Williams brings it in. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
Back to throw. Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win on the year as they